I created an entire Facebook ad campaign using ChatGPT, and in this video, I'm gonna give you the exact toolkit so you can do the same. So we all know how powerful ChatGPT is, and I really wanted to push the boundaries of what it could do in my industry in advertising. So in this video, I'm gonna be walking over a comprehensive Google Doc that you can go ahead and copy and download and use for yourself. I'm also just going to be taking you over the shoulder and using this doc and how I applied it inside of ChatGPT so that you know exactly how to use this for yourself. Before we jump in, if you're new around here, my name is Blake Bauer and I am the co-founder and CEO here at Jetstream Digital. And we're a digital advertising agency that helps founders, CEOs, and business owners grow and scale with digital advertising. So if you want to learn more about that, you can check the links in the description to go ahead and book a call with me and my team, and I'm happy to speak to you there and see if we're a good fit to potentially partner together. Now let's jump into my computer and let me show you how to create Facebook ads with ChatGPT. All right, so now we're on my computer. First thing you want to do is check the description below and go ahead and open this document. It's gonna have everything here that we're gonna cover today, all the prompts, so much stuff here. Again, we're gonna go over product research, some different stuff that you can do there, audience research, ads, and then an actual full Facebook ad strategy. So tons of stuff here. You're gonna wanna open this up and bookmark this. Next thing you're gonna need to open up is actually ChatGPT itself. So if you never logged into ChatGPT, no worries. Just type in ChatGPT, right? It's gonna bring you to this, introducing ChatGPT OpenAI. Let me move myself down here. You're gonna wanna go click on login. Or if you don't already have an account, just click on sign up and then go ahead and select ChatGPT. I'm already logged in, so it's gonna already, go ahead and prompt me to log in. And then it's gonna bring you to here where you are at a new dashboard where you can give it new prompts. And you have to think about each of these chats is like, the memory of essentially what that conversation is, right? So the more you ask it in a certain chat, it's gonna remember everything that you previously asked it, and it can actually, take insights from that and format and get even more detailed. So the possibilities are really endless, and I think even though I created a pretty in-depth guide here, the potential with this is really just scratching the surface, and I think you can get a lot more in-depth and nuanced and create even better guides and tutorials and prompt engineering really that can create even better quality responses. But in this, I'm going to try to give you the best possible overview to get started, as a beginner's guide here. So let's go ahead and jump in. So again, let's jump into the doc here. And the first thing that we're going to focus on again is the actual competitors. So if you are running Facebook ads, it's very important to try to understand who your competitors are and what those businesses actually do, what their unique selling points are, and start to give you a good idea and baseline for how you are positioning your business in the market. So in this case, go ahead and copy this prompt here, and then let's go over to ChatGPT. Let's paste this in and let's go list 10 competitors of. And in this case, I'm going to use a brand called Mudwater. Okay, it's a coffee alternative, as you can see here. As you can see here, it's a coffee alternative food supplement product that essentially, gives you organic energy, good in the morning without the jitters of coffee and caffeine. So I'm going to actually go ahead and enter this in here. So give me a list of 10 competitors of Mudwater, including what's unique about each of them and how they're positioned in the market. Make this table with headers, competitor, company, description, and unique selling points. So go ahead and click enter, and it's going to give us this entire comprehensive list here. As you can see, splits the categories into competitor, the company description, and then it gives us those unique selling points of each of those competitors. So this gives us a good baseline. No matter what your business is, you should have a most ideal competitor or dream kind of business that you want to emulate. And so this gives you a good idea to get 10 other businesses that are similar, they're doing well, how they're positioned, and how you could position yourself more uniquely. So if you go through here, you can see like for Sigmatic, emphasizes the use of adaptogens of mushrooms and botanicals to support mental clarity and performance. Peak Tea uses proprietary extraction process to preserve the natural antioxidants of flavor of tea, resulting in convenient and potent product, right? So just a superior tea product overall. Tons of different stuff here and a really good prompt overall to get you going. Next thing is features and benefits, right? Understanding your product as well. And what are the main features and benefits of your product, right? So again, let's go ahead and enter this in here. List 5 logical features and 3 corresponding benefits of, and again, what we can do here is just Mudwater. You can do this for a competitor, you can do this for your own business, and create a table with features and benefits with each feature beside the corresponding benefit that it delivers. So let's go ahead and enter that in. Boom. Features, benefits. And again, you might be thinking, what does this have to do with Facebook ads? This is actually the most important part of running successful Facebook ads is the research that goes into actually, before you even launch an ad, right? how are you visualizing your strategy, right? Who are you going to be going after? What are the benefits that you should be expressing with your product? You know, the things that your customers actually want to buy the product for. What problems does it solve in their life? What pain points are they looking to your product for in order to solve those problems, right? These are the most important things to understand when it comes to an advertising strategy, because the foundation research that goes into a strategy is what's ultimately going to get you results, not necessarily the buttons you're going to push in the actual ad account itself, right? So you need to have the strategy in place first. So as you can see here for Mudwater, you can see the first feature is organic ingredients. So a feature would essentially be something that is logical, is fact-based, but it isn't actually part of what actually is the end result for the user. So the benefit is essentially the feature that delivers the result for the customer, if that makes sense, right? So we want to focus on benefits in our ad copy, because the benefits are the reasons that customers are actually buying the product. They are the end result that it delivers to the user that the feature provides in a interpersonal sense, right? So for the benefit here, you can see we have the assurance of a high quality product free of pesticides and ingredients, supports sustainable farming practices and environmental preservation. Next, we have the feature of the aptogen blend. So what benefits does this deliver for the end user? So first, it helps combat stress and promotes overall well-being. That is the benefit that the user is buying. They're not buying the aptogen blend, they're buying this. It fights stress and promotes overall well-being. Another benefit is it also enhances mental clarity and focus of the jitters and crashes. Another feature is mushroom extract. The benefit that it provides is immune support and improves overall health, and also increases energy levels naturally and sustainably. We also have coca and masala blend, and this actually is a rich in antioxidants and beneficial compound of cellular health. And two, it offers a delicious, indulgent flavor experience. Next, we have low caffeine and no crash. So it provides mental energy without the negative effects of caffeine crashes, promotes sustained energy without the day throughout disrupting sleep patterns. So a good overview here of your product and how its features are positioned. Again, these are the logical, tactile things that you can actually say about your product and what it has, right? The benefits are what it actually delivers to the end person. I'm sure you're familiar with features and benefits at this point. So let's go over to audience research. Again, laying the foundations here to actually running our effective ad strategy is all about the research and the foundations here. So next prompt we're going to do is audience research here. Let's go ahead and copy this one, enter this, create 10 customer avatars for, let's go ahead and enter Mudwater. For each avatar, define the problems that they have and our product/service solves for these problems. Create a table for each avatar with the headers avatar problems solutions. So this is starting to define who our ideal customer profile should be. What do they look like, and what problems do they have, and how can our product solve those problems, so that we can know how to go after them, how to effectively speak to them, and that's going to result in us getting a lot better traction with ads overall by speaking to a specific person, right? So the first avatar that we can see here is we have a busy professional. Their problems are high stress levels. How does Mudwater solve that? Mudwater's aptogen blend combats stress and enhances mental clarity and focus by providing sustained energy without the jitters or crashes of caffeine. So pretty clear there. We also have the health enthusiast, right? Provides nutritious, energizing beverage that supports overall well-being. Tons of different avatars here, and gives you a good idea for, although this is a simple product, right? You kind of know what it does. There's so many different avatars. There's so many different reasons someone would buy this. For example, myself as an entrepreneur, I'm looking for productivity. I want something that's going to enhance my productivity and provide me mental clarity and focus above all else. And so if it can speak to that more specifically, that is going to resonate a lot more with me and get me to click the ad and potentially buy, versus a general ad talking about general health and this product in a more general way, right? Everybody has their own unique benefits and problems and solutions that they want solved, and you need to speak to those in order to have the best possible results, right? So let's go ahead and do another prompt here. So now that we have an idea for the audience, let's go ahead and get some angle ideas. And some angles would be some different ways that we could address our avatars and actually position our product, right? So let's go again, Mudwater. To make an unaware market that addresses different benefits and pain points to different target customers. Identify 2 customer avatars for each angle and why they'd appeal to this avatar. So most of your customers are going to naturally be an unaware customer in an unaware market, which means they don't even know that they have this problem that your product is trying to solve. So you have to make them aware of the problem so that they can be aware of the solution, so that they can be aware of your brand in order to buy. right? And so let's go ahead and do this search here, and let's get a good feel for some different angles that we can use in the ads to actually reach different avatars, different customers, and how this would look, right? So the first angle is stress relief, right? And so we saw some inkling of that here. High stress levels, right? I'm sure this is in some other ones as well, but stress is definitely a big one, and overall appealing to this angle, right? And so the avatars that this would appeal to are the busy professionals or the health conscious parent. And you could see there is some indication of this as well. We have the busy professional and the health conscious parent. So it's pulling a little bit from some of the research that we already did. For the busy professionals, it gives us an indication as to how to position this. For the health conscious parent, it gives us a position of how to actually position that angle there as well. We also have natural energy boost for fitness enthusiasts and college students. That's the biggest one for them. Then we also have mental clarity and focus for creative artists and meditation practitioners. I would add entrepreneurs in there as well. We have gut health for health enthusiasts and health conscious individuals. We have some other ones as well. So a ton of other different stuff here. And as you can see, right, giving us so much research, so much creative ideas before we've even done anything in the ad account to give us the best possible results and a great strategy overall when going in there. Now, lastly, let's go ahead and look at the target research here. So either you can do this first one here. So list the top 20 Facebook audiences related to website and sort them from highest buyer intent to least. Or you can go give me a table of the following categories of people in website, top 10 influencers, top 10 YouTube channels, top 10 websites, hobbies, etc. So what we can do here is actually go ahead and copy and paste this in. And so you can change this if you wanted to do top 30, right? You can go top 30 and you can go again, Mudwater, or you can go the website URL and sort those from highest buyer intent. So this is going to give us a list of all the Facebook audiences that we can possibly target as far as interests go that we can actually use. And so as you can see here, it's going to give us a list of the different audience that it has. Now, ChatGPT does have an outdated model as far as, you know, what audiences are available to date. Facebook is always updating their audiences. So you might not find all of these, but there is a good indication that, you know, at least some of these will be there already. So health and wellness enthusiasts, fitness and exercise enthusiasts, you have a ton of different things that you can look at, and that gives you a good baseline for some interest that you can actually go ahead and start to target in order of the highest to perform to least, right? And so you can see at the bottom, personal development and self-improvement seekers is at the bottom. You know, is that actually true? You know, that's something that you have to test, because I think that this one could perform really well versus this health and wellness enthusiast as just kind of a general audience. But something to test out, right? It gives you a ton of different ideas for audiences nonetheless. Next, let's go ahead and copy this. This gives you even more ideas for different audiences that you can actually go ahead and test, because you'll find a lot of the interest audience that you can target are related to influencers or, you know, different type of publications or hobbies or things like that. So what you can do is just go Mudwater. So in this case, you can see I actually did mess up the prompt here. And so it's giving me all of these different things, except it's not in a column. It's not easily, you know, displayed here, and so it's very, very messy, very confusing. And so you can easily adjust the prompt and then resubmit it in order to try to get the right thing here. So I'm just going to adjust this quickly so that I can clean this up. Okay, so you can see here, I just added a quick adjustment to this actual prompt. I just put each top 10 as the header in the table, and so you can see it actually did properly organize it, where we have the top 10 influencers, top 10 media outlets, YouTube channels, websites, hobbies, top interests, software, and frequent locations here. And this gives you a really good list here of, again, additional things that you can actually look to see are if they are interests or not in Facebook ads. And these are things that you can target as well. And also just gives you a good idea as to, you know, what these types of people that would engage in this product would engage in, what their interests are, and gives you a good baseline for actually going ahead and starting your campaign. Now, next, again, you can see how we have the shell of a really great Facebook campaign. We're defining our audience. We've defined who we're targeting, what our product does, how we should position those angles, what type of ad copy we should write based on those angles, and how, you know, we should position ourselves overall in the market, right? So next is the ultimate audience research here. And so this is, if you don't, you know, want to go through that entire thing, you can actually just do a really, really comprehensive prompt here to just get everything in one instead of doing those kind of more individual prompts. So what you're going to do, go ahead and paste this in here, and you can see create 5 customer avatars for, again, Mudwater. For each avatar, define the problems that they have for the product/service solves these problems, and then define 3 different angles that we can use in marketing for our product to solve for these avatar problems. For each avatar, list 5 different interest audiences we can target with Facebook ads to reach this audience and create a table for all of this. So this literally takes everything we did in the last few prompts in the audience section, compiles it all into one, and gives us the avatars, the Facebook audiences, some of the angles as well that we can use, and the problems and solutions as well for how we can actually reach that person. And so let's go ahead and see how this works out. So you can see avatar 1, we have busy professionals, we have their problems here, high stress levels, lack of focus due to demanding work schedule, dependence on caffeine with negative side effects like jitters and crashes, and limited time for self-care and wellness activities. And so here's the solutions here. Gives us some marketing angles as well. So this is like some copywriting ideas we can use. Conquer the workday, boost focus and reduce stress with mud water, sustainable energy, right? Wellness on the go. And then we have Facebook ad audiences here. We have LinkedIn professional group, which I don't think is an actual audience, so sometimes it does mess up like that. We have entrepreneurship and business owners, time management, productivity, stress management techniques, business networking events. Then we have avatar 2, health enthusiasts, same thing, right? We have a ton of different stuff here, and it just compiles all of this into one prompt here that you can just enter to get all of this information. All right, let's keep it rolling here. Next thing is the actual ads themselves, the fun part here. First of all, what you're gonna need is ad copy, and then the 2 components of the ad is really the ad copy and then the creative itself, right? And obviously you have your landing page as well and your link. But for the actual ad copy here, we have one very good prompt here that you can go ahead and select here. And then you can go ahead and copy this. You don't need to copy this. This just gives you an idea for some different copy styles, and you can add in some additional ones, but this gives you a good framework for that. I've added all of these copy styles into here, so it will use these copy styles when creating ads to give you, essentially really great copywriting techniques, but used with ChatGPT to actually create some really amazing copywriting for you. So let's go ahead and answer this in here. So write me Facebook ads optimized for high click-through rate. Give me 5 headlines, the mix of features, benefits. Right, this ad should be written for, again, you have to switch this out here. Mud water. Give me a mix of 5 headlines with features, benefits, and calls to actions under 40 characters. Give me 5 primary texts that use different styles of copywriting, including ADA, clickbait, long-form testimonial, offer-based copywriting. Also use the Cialdini principle. So the Cialdini principle, as you can see here, if we go to this is kind of like basic human psychology. This is the Cialdini principle here. We have reciprocity, we have scarcity, we have authority, we have consistency, and we have liking and consensus. And so these are the Cialdini principles that we want to use and incorporate in our advertising, as this is going to get a much better response overall from the people that we're targeting by using these principles, right? So let's go ahead and enter this. And you can see here, it's going to give us a ton of different ads. It's going to give us the headline, as you can see here, and that is optimized for the actual total space that Facebook gives you. So 40 characters is the minimum there. So this is going to give you the optimum length of the headline. It's going to give us a description, again, optimum length, and it's going to give us the copywriting technique used, and then the Cialdini principle that's used as well. So we have upgrade your daily routine with a natural boost. Try mud water today. We also have ad 2 here. Boost focus, beat stress with mud water, right? So this is a clickbaity ad, which uses authority. Stay sharp and focused for the day. Discover the power of mud water. I wouldn't say that's necessarily clickbait, but we might need to give it a little bit more room as far as, maybe between 90 and, 800 characters, something like that, because all of these variations of copy are a bit shorter. And as a side note, if you do want to get ads that are have a longer description and use copywriting that is a bit longer, I would recommend changing this minimum here to 400 to 500 or 300. If you say this minimum here, it tends to err on the side of the minimum. It doesn't really go up to the maximum here. So you want to just change that minimum so that it ultimately is going to write it at that length for you here. So next we have the busy professionals. These are all these angles here. We have the avatar 2, which is the health enthusiast. Gives us, again, tons of different headlines, tons of different descriptions, all the copywriting that we need here for health enthusiasts. Again, this is the angle that we're going after. Next, we have avatar 3, which is fitness enthusiast. Then we have the mindfulness seeker, gives us all the different angles here. And then we have a college student as well. All right, so amazing here. Literally, this is all the copy you're gonna need for a very long time to go ahead and test and run through. So that gives you all of that. Lastly, we have the creatives. Now, what you can actually do here is if you go to ChatGPT, what you can do here is if you log in, you'll notice that we do have DALL-E. And so this video isn't going to focus on DALL-E, but this can actually generate you ad creatives like this by using the same thing. So by using prompts, you can go ahead and generate ad creatives like this here to go ahead and use on Facebook ads, and is a really great way to you know, create awesome creatives for free without all of the time-intensive labor that it takes to create creatives. And so it's a huge, huge value add. But instead of that, what I'm going to actually show you is just a simple prompt here where you can use this to essentially tell you what types of ad creatives that you can use, or how to actually prompt DALL-E to go ahead and create you images. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this and just enter this in here. So what direct response creative will give me the best chance of catching someone's attention enough to stop scrolling and click through our marketing for Mudwater? Let me just go ahead and change this to product/service. List 4 different creative ideas. Create a column creative type, main visual angle, create 5 separate columns, each appealing to a different avatar as well. So let's go ahead and enter this. So you can see it's spinning its tires, generating a ton of stuff here, but we'll start to go through these. So creative 1, we have a GIF animation, animated mug pouring mud water. We also have a cinematograph type, which is a slow motion stirring of mud water. So it gives you a pretty good visual as to how to actually use these. Then you have bold typography, so eye-catching typography type design, right, with mud water. Then we have a product shot, so close-up of mud water filled cup, right? And so we have a ton of different stuff here. We also have, again, the different avatars that you can use and some different ideas for that. Now, what I'm also gonna do is add in another one here where I'm gonna ask it to give us some prompts that we can use in DALL-E. Okay, so now I've added in the actual prompt here. That's a DALL-E prompt. So this is going to actually prompt ChatGPT to give you a prompt to give DALL-E, which is this one, some ad creative ideas that you can actually go ahead and use. So DALL-E you actually have to pay for, so that you buy credits and then you can create these images, but that's what you're gonna wanna do, right? So I'm gonna go into here and actually enter this in. I'm gonna enter in Mudwater. So boom, you can see here we have creative 1, creative 2, creative 3, and creative 4. And then you can see here, it gives us some prompts. So create an image that showcases a refreshing cup of mud water, radiating energy and vitality. That is the prompt. We also have generate an image that depicts a peaceful moment with a person enjoying mud water at sunrise. And we have prompt, design an image that highlights the natural ingredients and aptitudes of mud water blend. And then another one as well. So you could generate, you know, 20 of these prompts, 30 of these prompts, etc. And you could refine this further by, you know, telling ChatGPT, hey, give me a prompt that focuses more on business, on stressed business people. So ask it for that, and then it should give me another creative here that actually focuses on that angle. So you can see here, creative type, calm and productive workspace. Create an image that showcases a stressed business person finding calm and productivity while enjoying a cup of mud water in their work environment. Super specific, as you can see here, but if we went ahead and went into here, entered this in, and went ahead and click generate, right? We do need some credits here. So if you wanted to buy some credits, you could do that. And then you could totally generate this image and actually create an entire image here based on this prompt. And that's a better way to do it than actually guessing yourself to try to create these prompts, is getting ChatGPT to create the prompts for you. All right, and lastly, now that we've created the audience, the product research, the ads, creatives, and the copy here, last thing we need to do is a full Facebook ad strategy that encompasses pretty much everything here and lays it all out here. So pretty much just copy, paste all of this. I'm not gonna read through all this, but it's pretty encompassing here. As far as your entire Facebook ad strategy here, it kind of combines a little bit of everything that we've done so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and click Mudwater here. Our budget, let's say our budget's $10,000 per month. If you're targeting a different place, edit this. If you're targeting a place in Canada, edit this. If you're targeting a different gender or whatever it might be, do that. So create a table titled audience and create 5 different audience types. So again, this is the audience section. Then we're gonna create our campaign here and have the campaign events. And then we're gonna create our ad set here and have our ad set events. And then we're gonna create our ads and our different ads that we're using here as far as how to create those. And then we have here our ad set, how we're organizing all this, some different things here to use. And then we're gonna go ahead and get a tutorial of how to actually implement this step by step, right? So once we click enter, it's gonna give us pretty much an encompassing list of everything that we've already been through so far. And this is the entire Facebook ad strategy all in one go that you're gonna need. Copy, paste this in, and you're good to go. And again, you can even get prompts and create creatives to use for your ads that are even higher performing. So you really don't even need to, do anything else other than use AI to create all your ads and just copy and paste things over. So first we have our audiences here. So we have, again, the same kind of things: high stress, lack of focus, demanding work. We have our desire for healthier health alternative. We have our pre/post workout energy and recovery. Then we have our campaign here, purchase campaign, conversions. Our daily budget is $333 a day. Our conversion type is conversions. Our bid cap is lowest cost. We don't have a start or end date, right? So we have our ad sets. So our first ad set here, we're gonna have 4 ad sets based on our budget. Our ad set name is going to be professionals. We also have an ad set that is health conscious individuals. Then we have fitness enthusiasts. We have mindfulness practitioners. And then we have college students here. We actually have 5 ad sets here. So you can edit this. If you go up to here, I said 5 different customer avatars. I said 5 different customer avatars. And so for the ad set here, we have 5 different ad sets essentially targeting different interests. Then we have our location, we have our demographics here, we have our Facebook interest that we can target here, and then this is for avatar 1. So this is targeting the high stress individuals, right, professionals, right? So then next we have creating our ads here. So again, for professionals, we have our ad name, which is avatar 1 ad. We have our avatar, which is avatar 1. We have our creative, which is animated, headline, upgrade your coffee, boost focus and productivity. We have the primary text here, which is conquer your day. We have the copy type EBITDA, we have the Cialdini principle social proof, and we have the URL here, which is Mudwater website URL, right? So we have all of this information here. We have an entire ad strategy that we can use here as far as the campaign goes, the ad set goes, the ads go, and you can literally just go ahead and set up this entire campaign, and it'll even explain to you how to go ahead and do this. Access the Facebook Ads Manager, create a new campaign, create 5 ad sets, right? According to the Facebook guidance specified in the audience section, set the budget for each ad to the daily budget divided by 5. Specify the location, demographics, and Facebook interests based on what we had set up there, and create an 1 ad per ad set utilizing the ad names and creatives specified in the ads section. I'd recommend creating a few more ads than just 1 per, but again, gives you a good baseline here, and you can actually go ahead and customize the prompt as well. So you could say create 20 separate ads designed for the 5 avatars, 3 ads each, and that would give you that prompt essentially. So all right, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you found a ton of value in it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. It helps a small YouTuber like myself really grow and expand my audience. It goes a long way, so I really appreciate that. If you could as well, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the latest content in digital marketing and digital advertising. Again, it really helps support the channel overall. And definitely leave me a comment as well, letting me know what your favorite part was, or any general comments. Again, help the channel grow, and really appreciate that. Again, if you are a founder, CEO, business owner, and you want help with growing and scaling with digital advertising, go ahead and check the links in the description. Apply to work with me and my team. And with that, I want to say thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.